Okay, welcome back everyone to Module 3, Lesson 5. This is the last lesson in this module, but these modules are so important. These lessons in this module are so important for you to get and understand and go through. I know that there's 5 lessons in this module, but I think all 5 of these are equally important to your business's growth. So right now we're going to talk about branding your business for success, branding your business for success. Think of all the brands that you see out there in the world. Think of all the brands you could automatically think of. Think of all the brands that resonate with you right now in your brain. Like you're thinking, oh yeah, there's McDonald's, there's Blockbuster. Oh wait, Blockbuster went out of business. But the point is they were such a phenomenal brand for so many years until the digital world came into play. As you brand your business, this is going to be key to your success. You want to think about your colors. What do my colors mean? What do they do for me? What do they do for my clientele? Does it gain attention? Does it garner what I needed to do? Does it stand out from the crowd? Remember, we talked about standing out from the crowd in a busy world. I mean, your brand has got to stand out in some way, shape, or form. So when you have your logo built, your logo is going to be built around what you want your brand to be. Think of something that is going to be easy to read, easy to understand, easy to remember. I was driving by this hair salon over by where I live, and I was just trying to read what it said. It had a logo that had some, I'm like, I couldn't read it at all. I had no idea what it said. I couldn't even tell what the logo was. It was done in such a way to where it was just so obscured that it was hard to read. So it ended up being the writing was almost in cursive. And I'm like, I can't read this. And I have no idea what this business is, except for the fact that my chiropractor was next door and I knew it was a hair salon. But reading it from the street as I drove by, I didn't know what it was. So to me, that's not branding for success. That's just branding for your ego. Oh, I think it looks cool. I don't care what you think it looks like. Is it going to get attention? Is it easy to read? And is it easy to remember? Remember, what's different is always what gets noticed. The key here, once again, is to brand something in such a way to where you're like, oh my God, did you see that go by? Oh my God, did you think about it? Think of all those different things. There's the Wienermobile. Have you guys ever seen that? It's the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Think of how unique that is. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's there. That's called branding. Think of Coca-Cola. Think of Pepsi. Think of all the different big corporations who've spent tens of millions of dollars on branding that business. Now, when you start out in business, you're not going to have tens of millions of dollars to spend on branding your business. But what you are going to have is the ability to create something really cool. So when you create your logo, you create your website, you create your lettering. If you have a vehicle that you're going to go to take to clients' homes, or that will go on your vehicle, on your business cards, on your postcards, on all your advertisements. Everything you do, you want to be built around the brand you are trying to brand. That's going to be key to your business's success. You want to build a brand that people remember. You want, if you are the brand, make sure they remember you. Make sure you're like, damn, I know who that guy is. Damn, I know who that guy is. I mean, there are people out there who brand themselves individually, and you're like, yeah, I know exactly who that person is. I know exactly who that person is, and that person, based on how they branded themselves as individuals. So as you build your brand, think about, is this noticeable? Will people remember this? Is it easy to remember? Is it easy to read? Is it easy to understand? Does it convey who I am and what I do in a very simple manner where even a 5th grader could understand it? Because if it doesn't, then you need to rethink your brand. If you can't think about what it does based on what you see, then you have to ask yourself, what should I change about it? Don't get caught up in your ego of like, oh, well, I like it. It's not about what you like. It's about what's going to generate you the business and help your business go further along, long-term versus short-term. This is going to be key to your business's success. Create a good brand at the start. Start with your logo, start with your web design, find a good company who can build your website, a good company who can build your logo, all these different things, and we can talk about that later as well. But the point is create a brand that's going to be memorable. It's going to be easy to read, easy to understand, easy message that's been conveyed to the client that you like, Oh yeah, I see that all the time. Here's a brand for you. There's down the road from where we live, there's a billboard for pooper scoopers. That's right. They clean up dog messes. But it's got this big dog and this, and the pooper scooper, and it's something I never forget. I've never forgot. I've seen it. It just boom. What's different is what gets noticed. How many times do you see a billboard that says, "Hey, we clean up your dog's poop"? You very seldomly ever see something like that. So that's the key. Be different. In your branding, think about how can you be different from everybody else. Remember, part of market analysis, market research, understanding your competitors is knowing how to brand your business better than what others are. And that's going to help you grow very quickly and very successfully. Can't wait to see you guys in the next module. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this module. We're going to move into module 4 the next time, and we're going to find tremendous success in your business. I can't wait to see you there.